Hello guys, my name is Orlando, Orlando, um, however you want to call it. Um, I don't know if you've guys seen my rock channel that I do with my little brother. It's called Rockin'. It's Lando and Leo Rock Critics. But I decided to start my own channel doing nothing specifically. I just want to do a random channel on my own with random videos and random stuff. So it's not specific to just music or to just fashion or just books or just it's a bunch of random stuff. I'm sorry, it's shaky. I'm trying to think out where I film from my tablet, well, my mom's tablet, and see how that works. So today I decided I would do a book tag. So I'm gonna do my book tag. The first thing is my favorite book ever. It used to be the Vampire Lestat. I have the Vampire Chronicles right over here. Uh, it, it's mirrored image, but yeah. This would be my second favorite because now my favorite book would have to be A Clockwork Orange, and I would show it to you guys, but I lent it to a friend because it's a good book and I want him to read it. So my favorite book ever currently would have to be A Clockwork Orange. My least favorite book, I think my least favorite book, well, would have to be Breaking Dawn. Um, the Twilight books are bad. They're bad in general. They're really bad books. But I think Breaking Dawn was the worst one out of all of them, and it had the stupidest ending ever. And for any of you who's still interested in reading it, I'm not gonna spoil it, even though why you want to read it, I don't know. I don't know why I read it to begin with. It was such a stupid book. But that's the only book that I've honestly finished reading, and I wanted to burn it. I wanted to throw it at something. I wanted to rip it apart, rip every page apart, because the book was so stupid. The ending was so stupid. It was just really stupid. I hate that book. I hate it so much. So that would be my least favorite book. What I'm currently reading, it's actually, I'm over here. It's actually a library book, and it's Mockingjay. Um, my girlfriend and one of my closest friends started reading it, and they started reading the series, and they recommended it to me, and so I started reading it. I read The Hunger Games. I loved The Hunger Games. The Hunger Games was a really awesome book. And then of course, I moved on to Catching Fire, which I liked the book. I liked Catching Fire. It was still not as great as The Hunger Games was, but it was still a good book. And so now I'm on the third part on Mockingjay. So, and apparently it's super awesome and really exciting. So I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen next. Um, my reading guilty pleasure. That's a hard one because I can't think of what exactly a guilty pleasure would be. Um, I read comic books. I like reading lyrics. I like reading poetry, but I wouldn't consider them a guilty pleasure. Um, yeah, I can't think of a guilty pleasure that I'd like to read. Um, I guess once in a while I do like reading a horribly bad book. Like Twilight was a really bad book, but I didn't like it, so it's not necessarily a guilty pleasure. Um, I can't think of any. If I come back to that. And the last thing is show you my book collection. So let me flip this over. Let's see if this works. Okay, didn't work. Well, let's go to my book collection. Um, theater books and drawing books. That would be, I guess, a guilty pleasure. And recipe books. I like reading cocktail making books. But let's see. this is some of my books. You can tell I have a lot of design, theater books. Um, I have some comic graphic novels over here. And then right here at the bottom, these are the books that I still need to read. This is the one that I'm working on. If you can see that, can you see it? Yep. There we go. My Harry Potter books are right there. But that is not all. Those are the books that I have in my room. Um, with my family, we generally, those are the books that are mine, my own, personally. But with my family, we have books that are, I guess, the entire family. It's like we all read them. We all share them. When I finish one, I can tell my brother, check this one out because it's a good book. So, alright, let me turn the lights on. There we go. Here we have a whole bunch of other books. And it goes from, I'm sorry it's all disorganized, but comic books, some old textbooks. Down here, hidden between all of this, is our Disney collection books. Yeah, we have, and right here, we have some more. Those are some more books that we have. The Ghost Sitter, that's a really good book. It's kind of scary ghost story, but what was cool is that it is written in the point of view of the ghost. So that was really cool. I really like that book. But anyway, that's my book tag. Hope you all had fun. We'll see how this video worked out, and I'll just go back to shooting from a camera. Bye.